Aloha and welcome to another episode of Tiki Room Talk, a Disney podcast. My name is Angela and I'm joined by my sister Christina.
We will be your master of ceremonies on this enchanted journey into weekly top 5 topics and helpful tips when experiencing all things Disney.
You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, or on Libsyn. Just search Tiki Room Talk. If you like listening to us, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Tiki Room Talk. We'd love to hear your feedback or answer any questions you may have, so be sure to reach out to us.
This week's topic, we will be discussing a topic similar to our last episode, but on a different coast.
It's the top 5 Anaheim area attractions to pair with your Disneyland trip. Our siestas keep getting shorter and shorter, so let's wake up the Glee Club,
put on the show, and get Tiki talking.
Welcome back to another episode of Tiki Room Talk. So we are still recording this while we are in quarantine. It is Father's Day. It is June 21st. So over the course of the period of quarantine, which started in March, what Disney merchandise have you bought?
I bought the March mini main attraction series, and it's been impossible to buy any of the ones since then.
It's so annoying.
Which is so annoying. And we got Disney masks, which apparently are on their way. They're finally shipping.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So that's exciting. I think that's about it for me. We ended up buying some DVC mugs for our parents for Easter.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, it was cute. They put your member year on it and everything. I think they came out really cute. What about you, Ann?
I'm trying to think. So I bought from Box Lunch, I bought that Mulan shirt and Mushu shirt.
It's really cute.
For a trip that we were supposed to take, and now we're not taking it. I also bought Mulan ears, those special edition ears that came out. I love those, and I can't wait to wear those. Also, can't wear them right now, but that's fine. What else did I get? I got an advertisement on Facebook for these, it was Mandalorian and the Child Lego brickheads. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I have to buy them. So I went on their website and I bought them, and they'll be coming in August. But
they're so cute.
They're so cute. And in the meantime, I bought a Kylo Ren and a Sith Stormtrooper brickheads, which are adorable, and I posted them on Instagram, so you can go on Instagram and see them.
Yeah, they're really cute.
I want to say I got something else, but I can't remember. Maybe that was it.
Or maybe it was it. I felt like I bought more too, and I didn't.
I know, and I'm like having a brain fart.
I bought soap from Basin.
Oh, you did?
Which technically isn't a Disney store, but in Disney Springs. I love them, so I wanted to make sure they were doing some
and we
business.
bought like gift cards too.
Yeah,
we also can't use.
Bought Disney gift cards. We had rescheduled our trip for August.
It was originally in May.
It was originally May, and ended up having to cancel August again.
Yeah, but that's okay.
But that's cool. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there sometime.
Not too.
Usually a lot of time doesn't pass, so.
Yeah. Anyway, the topic today is going to make me wish I could get on a plane and head right over to the East Coast. The West Coast. But I can't.
Not right now.
I know.
Absolutely, though, if we could.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited for this one because last episode we talked about awesome Orlando area attractions, and today we're going to talk about some equally awesome Anaheim area attractions.
We'd like to clarify that these attractions may not be in the city of Anaheim itself, but they are a hop, skip, and a jump away in Southern California.
A fun fact about the city of Anaheim, since we did some facts about Orlando last time, is that in addition to being home to Disneyland, it's also home to the Anaheim Convention Center and 2 sports teams. So they have the Anaheim Ducks ice hockey team and the Los Angeles Angels baseball team is in Anaheim, which I did not know.
I didn't know
that was news to me.
Anaheim was actually founded by 50 German families in 1857 and incorporated as the second city in Los Angeles County on March 18th, 1876. Orange County was split off from Los Angeles County in 1889.
Anaheim remained largely an agricultural community until Disneyland opened in 1955, which led to the construction of several hotels, motels in the area, and then residential districts that actually followed.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because, like, when you go to Disneyland, it's, like, just in the middle of, like, a city.
Yeah. Like, there's houses behind it.
Behind it, like, when you're driving to, like, the park, I think we got lost, and we, like, were driving, like... Just to turn somewhere, and you're kind of just, like, in a development.
You're in a neighborhood.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
It's crazy.
And the city also developed into an industrial center producing electronics, aircraft parts, and canned fruit. Okay.
Seeing as both of us enjoyed some of these Anaheim area attractions so much when we visited Disneyland, we thought it would be fun to list the top 5 ones that would make a really great addition to your Disneyland trip.
Yes. And whether you spend a day at one of these or even a couple of days, we guarantee you'll have a great time. So Christina's going to start us off with our number 5 choice.
Okay, well, last time, number 5, we talked about Florida beaches, so guess what number 5 is?
I'm just going to guess.
California beaches.
Oh!
Yay! So, from a website called mommypoppins.com, which kind of made me laugh a little bit. The 10 best beaches near Disneyland. There is Sunset Beach, Main Beach Park, Crystal Cove State Park, Corona Del Mar Beach, Pirates Cove Beach, Salt Creek Beach, Huffington City Beach, Victoria Beach, Baby Beach, and Aliso Beach.
A lot of beaches.
A lot of beaches. I mean, we were talking about how much fun it is to just soak up the sun. You know, you spend a day relaxing, just, you know, doing nothing, reading a book, sitting on the beach, going in the water. So it's nice that, you know, you could be having your fun little Disneyland trip and you take a little break.
Yeah.
Take a little beach break.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be really nice to do that. And like you said, it's very relaxing, and it's a California beach.
Yeah,
if you're not from the area, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, for a lot of us who are used to vacationing on the Atlantic side,
it's
nice to get a change to see the Pacific. You know?
Different ocean.
Different ocean. Feet in. All different. It'll be. When we were there, it was cold. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little cold. We didn't go in, but we did. We put our feet in it. We were like, Pacific Ocean, exciting.
Felt like a real Californian.
And how about number 4?
Number 4, we're moving quick. Number 4, we got a taping of a show. So from discoverlosangeles.com, shows you can attend tapings of are The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Dr. Phil, Mom, Jimmy Kimmel Live, The Price is Right, The Late Late Show with James Corden, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and The Voice.
Yeah.
All pretty awesome ones. And I mean, we'll talk about this later, but we've seen the sets where you can go and
when you do studio tours and stuff. We visited Warner Brothers studio, and we actually got a chance to see the Big Bang Theory set. So this is when they were filming the Big Bang Theory.
And I'm sorry.
Oh, and what else?
Two Broke Girls.
Yes, that's right. We saw Two Broke Girls too.
Yeah.
It was actually really fascinating to see those sets. They were showing us around a couple of the pieces and stuff. They weren't taping at the time, so like all the furniture had kind of like furniture covers on it and stuff like that. But they're so much smaller in person. I don't know. It just seems so small to me. And you sit up in the bleachers like you're watching them from the audience, and they were talking about with Big Bang Theory the elevator. Yeah. And how it was basically just like one staircase going down, one staircase going up, and so each time they would film them going upstairs, they would just like reposition the stuff around the elevator so it looked like they were going up a different floor, but really it was just this one little elevator with like 2 staircases. Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was really fun.
I think the last episode of Big Bang, they finally get the elevator to work.
I think they did. Yeah. It's fitting.
It was
it's
good.
fitting.
It was good.
But it was really cool to see the sets.
Yeah, and you have friends that went and were on The Price is Right.
They did The Price is Right. I think it'd be so much fun. My dad loves watching that show.
Oh, yeah.
So I keep telling him for the like Father's Day episodes where they do the father-daughter, we're going to go on. Because he knows the prices of everything, but I bring the fun. So we'd be like a good pair.
Yeah, and you'd have to have a good shirt.
Yeah, gotta have a good shirt. I like the ones that say Drew's Crew.
Drew's Crew.
Something like that.
And what about like spay and neuter your pets?
Yeah, it's always fun too. But I think it would be fun. A lot of these shows, to obtain tickets, I think you have to do like a lottery system most of the time. Mm-hmm. At least I know that's how some things in New York, like SNL, work and all that. So you put your name in obviously ahead of time. You might not be able to necessarily plan it in advance. I guess you'd have to wait and see if you actually get drawn.
I think The Price is Right. You just wait in line.
I think you do.
Yeah.
And it's like the first so many they let in the studio or something like that. I don't know how it works for like the Ellen DeGeneres Show, and I know some of the late night shows, I think it's also a lottery system, so maybe like Jimmy Kimmel and Late Late Show might be like that. But how fun would that be?
Oh my god, that would be so awesome.
I always kind of secretly hope that like I'd be out there and I'd get like videoed in like a Crosswalk the Musical.
Crosswalk the Musical! James Corden.
It would be so funny.
Those are the best.
I would love to see that.
I think I'd have to get out and start singing with them.
I think I would too.
I love the people's reactions that are in the cars.
They're probably so used to celebrities flouncing around that they're just like,
it's like, oh,
another
God,
day.
another one.
Just trying to go to the dentist, you know?
All right, team, why don't you tell us a little bit about number 3?
Number 3. I wrote a lot for this one, but we'll just, we'll breeze through it a little bit.
Oh, we'll just take turns.
Well, yeah, so, we believe that it would be fun to do a Hollywood or an LA tour.
Yeah, but just a tour. You don't have to stay there forever.
No. You don't. I'm not saying stay there, but nice little day trip.
Yeah,
we did one of these, and it was a lot of fun. So, from travel.usnews.com, we found the 11 best Hollywood tours.
Yeah, so we've got a Starline Tours, which is Celebrity Homes and Rodeo Drive shopping tour. This 2-part tour begins with a cruise through Hollywood's exclusive neighborhoods to see more than 40 celebrity homes. Afterward, enjoy free time strolling along Rodeo Drive, where you can pursue upscale boutiques such as Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and Harry Winston. The 2-hour tour concludes with a hop-on, hop-off ride from Rodeo Drive back to the meeting point aboard the double-decker city sightseeing bus. Tickets cost approximately $55 for adults and $45 for children.
This one sounds like fun. This is called Terrific. This is from a company called Terrific Escapes Tour. Yeah.
That's cute.
It's cute. Hollywood Sights and Bites Food Tour.
Ooh.
So this one, yeah, I know, this one sounds like fun. They do Hollywood attractions with 5 of the best culinary tastings in town. So it's a 4-hour outing. It's big hit. People like it a lot. You go visit the TCL Chinese Theater, the Dolby Theater, where they host the Academy Awards. You see the famous Hollywood sign. Classic. You also get to drive through a portion of Paramount Picture Studios.
Oh, that's cool.
See the Capitol Records building. And then in between all of this, you visit restaurants, including a deli and chocolate shop, for some tasty samples. So this one's $109 for adults and $79 for children. Well, that's kind of cool.
I like that.
Yeah, you pair the attractions with a little bit of money.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I would do that next time we go. Because we did the tours where we didn't do any of the celebrity tours, but we did the ones where you drive through Hollywood and Rodeo Drive and
we
all
were
that.
on a bus. We drove through Hollywood. We saw the sign. We saw the Walk of Fame. Got off, walked around a little bit.
Yeah, saw the theater.
We went to a little market at one point in LA. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, we
that
stopped
was
there
in the
for a little bit.
Yeah,
that was fun. And then the tour bus ended up taking us out to
the beach.
Yeah, we went to Santa Monica Beach and walked along the pier a little bit and everything. So that was fun too. And we saw a lot of the Hollywood, we saw the Dolby Theater, we saw the Capitol Records building.
We saw that famous hotel.
Yes.
Oh, the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yeah, we saw the Beverly Hills Hotel. We did end up going down Rodeo Drive, didn't get out, and we ended up at the Garden Grove, which was a shopping
that was nice.
Restaurant center. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was an outdoor shopping area, kind of almost like a giant farmer's market of sorts, but then they had another area that was all stores. They had an American Girl store and stuff there.
Yeah, you could see the Hollywood sign from there.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun.
Nice.
I enjoyed that.
So another tour that Christina listed is the TMZ Celebrity Tour. I'm not surprised TMZ would have a celebrity tour.
They do have a celebrity tour.
TMZ is known for its celebrity news-fueled television show and website. TMZ operates this bus tour that takes travelers through Hollywood in the hopes of seeing their favorite celebrities. During this 2-hour trip, TMZ guides will take you to celebrity hangouts in West Hollywood, the Sunset Strip, and more. The guides even bring video cameras in case a passing celebrity is willing to give an interview. Tickets start at $52 for ages 13 and older, and $32 ages 2 to 12. Children younger than 2 are not permitted. That's smart. So that's if you're big into celebrities. We're really not.
No.
Yeah, but if you're into the celebrities, these are the kinds of tours you want to do.
Yeah,
and the homes tours, it's just fascinating to see where they live.
How big the houses are and stuff like that. I think we saw one celebrity house tour, but it was in Hawaii. We just were driving past. It was Doug the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also saw Keanu Reeves' house. We just
was
happened
we
to
having
be
a drive-by.
Driving by.
Yeah.
And we're there's Keanu Reeves' place.
Cool.
So we're like, oh, it's okay.
What's the next tour you got for us, Scene?
So like we said, there's this there's the Ultimate Hollywood Tour Celebrity Home Tour.
That's a mouthful.
I know. It's a 2-hour van tour, which promises to drive by more than 50 star residences. The van will also cruise down Rodeo Drive and past the Hollywood sign. And this is going to be $40 for adults, $30 for children.
So that's in a van, so that's easy.
Yeah, easy peasy. Maybe not too many people.
Hopefully. Could you imagine being these people, like, in their giant houses and then, like, all these buses just drive by all the time? That's crazy.
Just shouting stuff out the window.
Yeah, that's crazy. Then we've got the Real Los Angeles Tours. The Real Hollywood Tour. During this historic walking tour, a walking tour.
Walking tour.
Travelers will learn why Hollywood, once a farming town, was selected by movie industry pioneers in the early 20th century. The 2-hour tour also stops at unique sites, such as the oldest house in Hollywood. But major I bet it's haunted.
I bet it is too. I wouldn't be surprised.
But major attractions aren't forgotten either. You can expect to see the Capitol Records Building, the Dolby Theater, and the Hollywood Walk of Fame, among other sites. Tours are offered daily at 10 a.m. and cost approximately $30 for adults. Children 11 and younger tour for free. Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. Walking tours are fun.
Yeah.
I like walking tours. A little bit of a note there. When you're on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of things to see. Also, a lot of panhandlers.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't be surprised.
Don't take pictures with people if you don't intend to pay for them.
Yeah, that is a thing. They will try to get you to take pictures with them, and then when you go to walk away, they're like, "Oh, $20."
I feel like they were more aggressive in LA than they were in, like, New York.
Yeah, you know how in New York you see people dressed up as, like, Elmo?
Yeah.
Or, like, Mickey or something. They were kind of more people.
Yeah, we saw Michael Jackson. This guy just posed. He actually didn't do anything. I was waiting for him to dance. He just would pose.
Yeah, he would just pose.
He just
and
posed.
play music. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what other ones we saw.
They had, I think, like a Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, yeah.
There was some kind of, like a Charlie Chaplin.
I just like the posing Michael Jackson. Oh, that was in Italy. I was going to say there was a floating Yoda, but I think that was in Italy.
Yeah. No, that was in London.
Oh, in England?
Yeah.
That was crazy. I don't know how he did that.
I'm not sure
This guy
either.
just looked like he was
kind
floating.
of like hover situation. It was very odd. It was in front of an art museum, so
It was very strange.
Very strange.
I
But yeah,
think he was like sitting on something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. But with Hollywood, you're gonna see a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So just be wary.
If you bring a bag, keep it close.
Yep.
Don't bring it. I wouldn't bring a backpack, but that's just me.
Maybe like a little slide.
Yeah.
Kind of
Fanny
satchel
packs
situation.
are in.
Fanny packs are big. So, yeah. Okay. Moving on to the tours. There are there's an open bus tour from Star Home Tours where you can admire the mansions of Hollywood's rich and famous as you wind through LA's posh neighborhoods on a 2-hour open-air Mercedes bus tour. Then you go by iconic sites such as the Hollywood sign, Mulholland Drive, and then you go down Rodeo Drive, the Sunset Strip, and of course other Hollywood locales. This one is $35 for adults, $29 for kids ages 2 to 11, and $20 for infants.
Wow, they're charging for infants?
They're charging for infants.
Dang.
$20 too. Because they're going to remember.
I was going to say, they're not going to remember any of that.
But what are you going to do if you have an infant? You can't leave them.
Yeah, but come on, that's messed up. Next, we've got Dearly Departed Tours. Hollywood's History and Haunts Walking Tour.
Oh. That house is probably on there.
I know, it probably is. Learn about Hollywood's spooky haunts and notorious crime scenes from a Hollywood historian during this 90-minute walking tour. The mile-long walk passes by theaters, hotels, storefronts, bars, and alleyways with an eerie past. Ticket prices start at $25. I'm into that. I dig it.
Haunted, like ghost tours of any kind in any city. Big no for me. Ghosts to me are
You're just walking by them.
No,
you're not even going in the place.
It's gonna follow me home.
You're just walking by it. If you're just walking by it, I feel like I can handle that. And I'm a wimp, so
absolutely not. I can't deal with any of that kind of stuff. There's also Red Line Tours, which has a Hollywood behind the scenes tour.
Oh.
This one you go to famous filming locations.
I like that.
Well-known movie theaters, Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's a 75-minute walking tour. You also get a little bit of the history behind the TCL Chinese Theater and how Hollywood got its name, among other behind-the-scenes tidbits. This one's $25 for adults, $20 for students, get that student ID out,
Hey now.
and seniors, and $15 for children ages 9 to 10. Children younger than 9 tour for free. So no charging for infants.
But infants are $20. Then we've got the Legends of Hollywood tours. This multimedia tour takes visitors on a 4-hour drive through Beverly Hills, Hollywood, and downtown Los Angeles. The narrated ride in a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter is coordinated with movie and video clips that play on a 32-inch flat-screen monitor. Learn about legendary celebrities while driving past their homes and other Hollywood landmarks. Tours are limited to 13 participants. That's a random number. Ticket prices start at $79 for adults, $69 for seniors, and $59 for students ages 5 to 17.
So if you like something small.
That's kind of cool, though, like that they pair it with video clips and movies. Yeah, I'm into that.
You into that?
I like that.
Until Ange sees how they're, like, edited badly or something.
Yeah, it's got, well, I would hope it's okay. I mean, you're in Hollywood, but whatever.
Now, if you'd like to try something different, there's the Bikes and Hikes experience.
What?
LA Hollywood sign hike. So, for a nice little sunshine-filled tour, it's a 2.5-hour hike to the Hollywood sign, which also includes a visit to the Griffith Observatory. That's the first one we've seen on this list.
Yeah, wow.
Going to the Griffith Observatory.
Yeah.
Which has panoramic views from Mount Hollywood, and it comes with local guides who also double as actors and comedians. The company offers both morning and sunset guided hikes, and the starting times vary depending on the time of the year. Tickets are $35 per person.
I would try that, but also I'd be afraid to hike in California because there's so many snakes that can kill you.
Not on, like, the sidewalk, though.
Have you seen those hikes?
Well, it's not like going through the desert. It's not like...
I think it kind of is.
So you got a snake thing and I got a ghost thing. How's this gonna work out?
So we're not doing the Hollywood, the ghost tour or the hike.
Or the hike tour.
I'll just drive up there.
Okay.
I'd be cool if I was on a bike, maybe, because, like...
Then you're not touching the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which leads me into our last tour that's highlighted. Bike Tours Hollywood. Hollywood Bike Tour. The tour departs from the Hollywood Walk of Fame and travels through lesser-known Hollywood neighborhoods before visiting major attractions such as Griffith Park. Along the way, you'll have time to stop for photos and take a break from the bike with a short nature walk. No nature walk for me. Tours cost approximately $65 per person and include the use of a geared bike, a helmet, and water.
So yeah,
Thank
lots
you,
of
Bike Tours of
options.
Hollywood.
If you're looking for a Hollywood, LA tour, lots of cool things to do. I mean, you're out there, right? So why
Do
not
it.
take a little day trip from your little Disneyland excursion and go see Hollywood if you've never
especially
seen it
if you've never been
before.
there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's something
I mean,
you definitely
see it in
wanna
the
see
movies
once,
all the
yeah.
time on TV. It'd be fun.
Yeah, and you might run into some celebrity.
You never know.
I have a friend that was down there and she was there for a vacation, and she was like driving down the road and saw Josh Peck walking his like baby
Oh, Josh Peck. That'd be a fun one.
from Drake and Josh. If
Yeah.
you're unfamiliar,
That'd be a fun one.
I'm trying to think.
We didn't see anybody when we were there. We weren't really looking.
On our way home, we saw. I wasn't really looking. On our way home, we saw the guy from Boys to Men.
Yeah, one of the guys from Boys to Men.
Yeah,
He was on the plane with us.
he was on the plane with us.
Mhm. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We've actually seen more celebrities in Disney World than we did when we went out to...
Yeah, I saw Alex Morgan in Disney World, and we also saw
We saw Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son, the blonde one.
from Table 19. Check
Awesome
that movie
movie.
out if you've never
Awesome
seen it.
movie.
Table 19.
We saw Kevin Hart once.
Oh, we did. We
At
saw Kevin
SeaWorld.
Hart at SeaWorld.
Mm-hmm. And saw one of the Property Brothers.
Oh my god! I did!
Recently.
I forgot. When I just went, I saw one of the Property Brothers.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I saw them both.
Okay. She said they were tall.
They were really tall.
And how about number 2? After we told you about all these tours, what's next?
Number 2, we're taking a little trip out, and we're going to the San Diego Zoo.
Yeah.
This zoo is, like, ridiculous. This zoo is insane. It's so big.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. The San Diego Zoo was recently voted the #1 zoo in the world, and I'm not surprised by that.
Taken from Wikipedia, we have learned that the San Diego Zoo is a zoo in Balboa Park, San Diego, California, housing more than 3,500 animals of more than 650 species and subspecies.
San Diego Zoo was a pioneer in the concept of open-air, cageless exhibits that recreate the natural animal habitats. It's one of the few zoos in the world that houses and successfully bred the giant panda. In 2013, the zoo added a new Australian outback exhibit, providing an updated Australian outback animal experiences. Another new exhibit, called Africa Rocks, opened in 2017.
With over 4 million visitors, San Diego Zoo is the most visited zoo in the United States. Travelers have also cited it as one of the best zoos of all time. It is privately moderated by the nonprofit San Diego Zoo Global on 100 acres of Balboa Park, leased from the city of San Diego.
I love the zoo so much.
This zoo is incredible.
Oh my gosh. So, first off, no more pandas, which we're sad about.
I thought they got rid of the pandas at the zoo in Washington, D.C.
They also do that. Also, National Zoo, also a favorite zoo of mine, in D.C., has 2 pandas now. The 2 pandas in the National Zoo in D.C. are allowed to stay. It's, I think, Tian Tian and Mi Ling, I think their names are.
Yeah, baby's gone.
But any offspring that they have, they are allowed to keep until they're 3. And then they send them to China.
But I didn't realize, I thought they were the ones that didn't have the pandas anymore. It's the San Diego Zoo that doesn't have pandas?
The San Diego Zoo had 2 pandas when we were there.
Yeah.
But because of, it's some sort of deal we have with China where after so many years, I think we have to give them back. Yeah. They're kind of like on loan. Except the 2 in the National Zoo in D.C. were gifted to us.
Oh,
so
well, that was nice.
That's why they're still there.
I love pandas.
I do love pandas.
And it was cool to see the koalas. I've never seen a koala before.
Yeah, I wrote that. I wrote a list of my favorite animals that we saw. Oh, so I have it here. In honoring the terms of our conservative loan agreement with the People's Republic of China, the 27-year-old Bei Yun and her son, 6-year-old Zhao Lu, have been repatriated to their ancestral homeland.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them.
They're probably out living
They're just chilling.
The good life in their forests
and
stuff, eating their bamboo.
Chilling. I would imagine you can't put them back in their, in the wild. Because they're used to being fed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They have a lot of panda reserves over there.
Oh, yeah.
To help, breed the population and bring the population back. So it's probably possible they end up in one of those.
I think so.
So we were talking about favorite animal exhibits. I wrote mine down. Love the elephants.
Yeah.
They were so much fun. And their elephant exhibit is huge.
Yeah.
They have a ton of elephants there. Oh my God. I could watch them all day.
Yeah.
All day. The koalas were really cool. They were sleeping because apparently they sleep like 23 out of 24 hours a day. Mm-hmm. And they're also extremely territorial creatures. So they each have their own little tree that they would sleep in.
Yeah.
That were separated from all the other trees. Like each tree had its own little fence around it. And that was their tree. And so they can't share apparently. The polar bears were really cool to see. Also, the pandas were really neat too. If you can't make it to the zoo, check out their website at it's zoo.sandiegozoo.org because they have animal cams. So they have
Christina was going crazy.
Oh my God, I would have them on right now. They have a hippo cam because they just had a baby hippo. Oh my God, cute little pygmy baby hippo. They have a platypus cam, which was also fun. They have a baboon cam, a penguin cam. They have a polar bear cam, an ape cam, a tiger cam, elephant cam, giraffe cam. A burrowing owl cam also was fun.
Yeah,
I love seeing that little guy. They have a koala cam and a condor. I put consort. It's condor cam. So they have a lot of cams. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I could watch that stuff all day.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I also recommend following them on Instagram. They post a lot of really cute photos, a lot of fun videos. Like I said, most recently they had a baby hippo. He's been adorable. Yeah. And a baby koala. They've been showing a lot of pictures of. Really cute, sharing the spotlight. But to talk more about the zoo, it's huge. It's hilly. There's one point where you go up a hill on a giant escalator.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
But it's gorgeous though.
And also wear sunscreen. We got really burnt, not realizing.
So burnt. Well, with California, we're not used to this, but you get the dry heat.
Right.
And so you don't realize you're like roasting. I
Yep.
think there was one point where we went into the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and was like, "Whoa, I'm a lobster." And I
Yeah.
put on like SPF 50.
But it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
Well, that morning
so-
it was chilly, and then as the day went on, it was like really hot.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, probably the worst sunburn I've ever had in my life. It was that kind where like,
Not me, but
yeah, oh, well, yeah.
I've had worse.
and just had worse, closer to home too. But yeah, it was really bad. So just keep an eye on the weather. Keep an eye on sunscreen's really important. Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
But it's a zoo you could spend hours at. Like you could easily spend a whole day there.
Absolutely.
It's really cool.
Huge.
If you have any family members that are part of the military or any kind of active service, I believe they get in for free.
Oh, that's nice.
They do charge tickets to this zoo. It's not free like the National Zoo.
A one-day pass for the San Diego Zoo is $58 for adults, and for children it is $48.
I mean, that seems steep, but it is definitely worth the money. It's a gorgeous zoo. You'll see tons of animals you would never get to see anywhere else.
Yeah.
Some that are even just unique to just that zoo. I don't know many zoos in the United States that have an Australia section with koalas. This was the first time we'd ever seen koalas.
Yeah.
Kangaroos, all that fun stuff. So I think it's definitely worth the money. It's definitely worth a trip out there. Like I said, you could easily spend a whole day. You have such a good time.
I agree.
And what's number one? What's the number one thing you should do if you've got a Disneyland trip and you want to go exploring?
I'm really excited for number one because this was my favorite thing that we did when we went to Disneyland, and it was a movie studio tour. So we've got a bunch to tell you about, and like I said, I'm very excited to go into it. So let's get started. This info is from freetoursbyfoot.com. We have the Paramount Pictures Studio Tour. This tour is unlike other movie tours because Paramount Pictures actually offers 3 different studio tours. Their main tour is 2 hours long and covers a lot of ground on the backlot. However, if you want to experience more, they have a VIP tour which lasts 4.5 hours and includes access to several additional areas. This tour also provides a gourmet lunch at a unique location in the studio. Gourmet is a big word because I feel like it's not going to be that gourmet.
Probably not. But how cool would it be if you could, like, eat on one of the sets?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And alternatively, you can also choose a 2.5-hour night tour that reveals a lot of historic locations such as notable theaters and original film vaults. That's kind of cool.
Film vaults.
That is different.
That is kind of neat.
So, no matter what option you choose, you'll definitely learn a lot about the history of Paramount. And Paramount's a pretty old studio, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It is $60 for the studio tour, $189 for the VIP tour, and $78 for the night tour. Availability for studio tour daily, every half hour from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Obviously, these times may vary at the moment.
Yep.
Availability of VIP tour is Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. And the night tour are Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. and 7:45 p.m.
Next, you have the Sony Pictures Studio Tour, which is the most affordable movie studio tour in Hollywood, but it's also one of the most historic. So while on this tour, you'll see the sound stages where they recorded Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Also, superhero flicks like Spider-Man. Not sure which Spider-Man.
I was going to say, which one?
Specify, but one of the Spider-Mans. There's been a lot, so you never know. Additionally, you'll also get to see where Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune are recorded.
Oh, that's so cool.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
This one's $45 per person, and it's available Monday through Friday at 9:30, 10:30, 1:30, and 2:30. I have heard that it is really cool to see where they filmed The Wizard of Oz because they have the Yellow Brick Road, and you can actually go and see the actual Yellow Brick Road.
That's pretty cool, and that's actually a pretty reasonable price, I think.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The next one I'm super, super excited to talk about because this is the tour that we did, and it was awesome. And it is of Warner Brothers Studio. If you're in the market for a somewhat normal tour on the backlot, this might be one of your best bets. In addition to seeing movie sets and sound stages from some of the most notable movies in film history, you'll also have the opportunity to enjoy a few specific activities. While on this movie studio tour, you'll be able to recreate a famous scene from the hit television show Friends. That's so funny. I was just about to do that too. Climb aboard Harry Potter's broomstick and even create your own Batmobile. Warner Brothers even offers an interactive soundstage that explores the entire process of making a film from start to finish. At 3 hours in length, this tour is probably the longest duration of all the options in Hollywood. It is $69 for adults and $59 for children. It is available daily at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. Be wary if you are leaving from Anaheim. Leave early because traffic in California is awful.
Oh, goodness.
This tour is also available in English and Spanish.
And then finally, the fourth and final studio tour you can do in LA is the Universal Studio Tour. This one is kind of interesting because the Universal Studios has essentially made their tour part of their amusement park.
That's kind of crazy.
Right, so you pay to go to Universal Studios Park, and one of the attractions is the studio tour.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So basically you need to buy a ticket for Universal Studios Hollywood to experience this tour.
That's kind of cool, though.
It's an hour in length. It's the shortest.
Okay.
But you get to see backlots. You also get to experience attractions because you're getting park admissions such as Jurassic or Jaws, King Kong. They have a Bates Motel attraction. They have a Fast and Furious. They actually even have what were we saying? A Walking Dead attraction there now.
Wait, but those are part of the studio tour, or that's part of Universal, the amusement park?
Part of the amusement park.
But the Jaws ride you actually go on the studio tour.
Yeah.
It's not a ride. It's like they do a little setup. Like there's a scuba diver. He goes missing. Blood goes in the water, and then the shark.
And then
jumps
I guess these are part of the studio tour. Then.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, maybe you get to see like where they filmed Bates Motel, I guess, or something like that.
Wait, was that show?
Yeah, I want to watch it.
So it's not actually about Psycho though.
Well, yeah, it's like.
Well, I know it's like
an
a prequel
origin story kind of.
But like, is it? Are you actually touring like the Bates Hotel from like Psycho? I'm sorry.
I
Bates
don't
Motel?
know. I should ask my friend who has been to Universal Studios Hollywood because they did go on this tour.
If anybody has answers, we would love to hear them.
Yeah, we're just as curious as you are.
Would love to do this.
So it's gonna cost more for this tour because you are getting theme park admission, right? So it's $109 to $129 for an adult, $99 to $118 per child, depending on time of year you go. And it's available daily from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's an hour, and so you find yourself in Universal Studios and you hop on that backlot tram and you go all through the studios. That's which is awesome. Cool because their studios are attached to a theme park. Like, who would have...
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Who would have thought? That's crazy.
So, we're going to go back and talk about Warner Brothers Studio a little bit because that's the tour that we went and did, which it was so cool. I'm just a big movie person. I majored in it in college. So
yeah, I think Ange might have got a little bit more out of it than I did, but I'm not saying it wasn't cool. I think it was really neat.
Yeah.
It was really neat.
I just love movies and shows about movies and shows being made. So to actually be on the sets were really cool. We saw, at the time, Pretty Little Liars was still on TV.
Yeah.
I think it was actually on its... No, it wasn't on its last season, but I feel like that was like the year of like the big A reveal. I watched Pretty Little Liars. I'm not proud. It was like once I started watching it, I couldn't stop. It got really bad towards the end. But anyway, so you saw Rosewood High School, which was really cool. You saw the exterior of that. You saw the woods that they filmed in, which they also filmed True Blood in those woods.
We saw like little town-ish areas where they said they had recently filmed the Muppet movie.
Jersey Boys.
Yep, we saw like the streets where they had filmed Jersey Boys. We saw I don't know if you guys are familiar with Blazing Saddles, but where they filmed Blazing Saddles at the end where they're running out of the studio. That was all filmed at Warner Brothers Studios, so we saw all that.
Gilmore Girls. You see, like when you go, like Christina said, it's a big town, and you see the central hub of the town, and you can tell that it's where they film. Like if you watch the shows after being there, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for me it like kills some of the magic because you're sitting there and they're like, oh well, we filmed this, and this like right down this street, and you're like, oh, it's like, all the same thing.
Oh,
like,
see, that's
I
like
don't
the
know.
opposite
To
for
me, I'm like, oh, well, that's just weird. They just put up like different signs or something. I don't know.
And outside of each soundstage, they have plaques of the big shows and movies that they filmed on that soundstage. So we saw the one that Friends was filmed on.
They actually, on the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, have a recreation of Central Perk.
Yes.
And they do like a photo opportunity that you get to go sit on the couch and stuff like that. I'm a big Friends fan, so
that was cool. And then you go into one of the warehouses where they also have a ton of props. Like
that was, I think, one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
And we saw things getting marked for future movies. So they were talking about how it might be a film not filmed at Warner Brothers, but like the prop people will come in and just like, we're gonna borrow this vase, you know, and they'll mark it. And so we saw stuff getting marked for an Insidious movie while we were there, which is kind of cool. I guess there was so much, behind filmmaking that I didn't understand that I was like, whoa, you guys all borrow each other's props? I thought it would just be like, oh, this is only Warner Brothers, no one touch.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, it's so fascinating. And like we said earlier, we saw where Big Bang was filmed and Two Broke Girls, and also the Ellen DeGeneres show was filmed on Warner Brothers as well.
They have a big Batman exhibit there.
Yes.
Where they have all of the Batmobiles. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of cool. They also have a small Harry Potter exhibit where they have a lot of the props. Like they had an Aragog and they had the Sorting Hat. I think they had like the fireplace with the letters and stuff.
This was before they had the big tour, the big studio tour in England.
So majority of all that stuff is in England, which I think we had mentioned before. If you ever get a chance to go, do it. It's fantastic.
It's amazing.
But yeah, the Warner Bros. Studio is cool. We also saw the Mystery Machine. What is it? Mystery Machine? Yeah, from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, and things change out all the time. So, I mean, obviously it depends on what they're filming. But when my friend went a couple years after me, they saw the house that they used in It.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but they also did something where, and my friend didn't do this, but I believe Ellen did. So you can watch it. It's actually pretty funny. Where you could do a tour. So you have a haunted tour, like a scary tour. So like Pennywise comes out in the end and you're like guided by like a person wearing like a yellow jacket.
See, I'm cool with that. Haunted houses? No.
No, real haunted.
But that?
Not cool.
I'm cool.
It's really fun, and I would highly recommend Warner Brothers for your first time going. I think Warner Brothers was a really good one, but I think you also can't go wrong with any of the tours that you do.
Yeah, I think if you pick any of these, you would have a really, really fun time. It was, I don't know, it was, I guess, just so much fun to see the magic of Hollywood and how things are made and stuff like that. It was definitely worth the drive away from Disneyland for that.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So, how about our honorable mentions, Ange? Why don't you start us off?
Honorable mentions number 1. We have Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm is a 57-acre theme park located in Buena Park, California, owned and operated by Cedar Fair. In 2018, it was the 12th most visited theme park in North America and averages approximately 4 million visitors per year. Wow, that's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
The park features 40 rides, including roller coasters, family rides, dark rides, and water rides. The theme park began in the 1920s as a roadside berry stand run by Walter Knott along State Route 39 in California. That's kind of cool that that's how it started.
Right?
By the 1940s, a restaurant, several shops, and other attractions had been constructed on the property to entertain a growing number of visitors, including a replica ghost town. Are you okay with that?
That's cool. It's fake. I'm cool with that.
The site continued its transformation into a modern amusement park over the next 2 decades, and an admission charge was added in 1968. So, seasonal events that this park has are Peanuts celebration in January and February, and Peanuts meaning
the characters.
Charlie Brown. Then they have a Boysenberry Festival in the spring, which seems really cool. Like, that's fun.
Yes, I think I would love that.
Yeah. There's Knott's Scary Farm in the fall. And Knott's Merry Farm, November through January. I love that Knott's Merry Farm. That's so cute.
Yeah, I think it's cute. They have a lot of really cool events here. One of the cool things about this park, I was gonna do this back in April, whatever.
Were you? You were gonna go?
I was, because I've always really wanted to go, go here.
Oh my god, I didn't know you were supposed to go to Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah, I love boysenberries.
Oh.
But one of the really cool things is if you don't want to go to the theme park, but you want to have a slice of boysenberry pie or experience the famous chicken dinner restaurant, you can, because it's outside of the park.
Okay.
So you don't need theme park admission to go.
So were you going to go to the theme park, or were you just going to go to the farm?
I wanted to go to the theme park.
Oh.
I know. I really wanted to go. So the restaurant, it's called Mrs. Knott's Chicken Dinner Restaurant. It opened in 1934 with Mrs. Knott and her children serving the first customers in their tea room. The restaurant's actually grown over the years, and it's a very large restaurant now. It's one of the largest in California. But the classic fried chicken dinner is still made the same way today as it was in 1934.
Wow, that's really awesome.
And one of the really famous things there is, of course, the boysenberry pie.
You would have been there for the festival.
I would have been there for the festival.
Yeah,
the boysenberry festival. I know. It intrigues me a lot. They do a lot of, apparently it has more than 75 unique boysenberry-inspired creations crafted by the Knott's culinary team. And I love boysenberries.
I don't think I've ever had a boysenberry.
You probably have. Or at least like boysenberry jam.
Maybe?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Man, I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. We'll get there someday.
Eventually.
We'll get there eventually,
It's a cool place to go check out, though.
Cool place to go check out.
And they have a lot of great rides, I've heard.
Yeah, they have a lot of coasters.
A lot of coasters.
They've, family rides and stuff, too.
Yeah.
And there's, different lands and everything. It's supposed to be a really cute park.
Yeah.
Really cute park.
Check it out if you want that amusement park with your theme park.
Yes.
Speaking of amusement parks, teen.
With our other honorable mention, we've got one more. It's Six Flags Magic Mountain, which I thought was just called Magic Mountain, but apparently it got bought by the Six Flags Corporation. So Six Flags Magic Mountain, originally just Magic Mountain, it is a 262-acre theme park located in the Valencia neighborhood of Santa Clarita, California, which is 35 miles northwest of downtown Los Angeles. It opened in 1971, and in 1979, Six Flags purchased the park and added the Six Flags to the park's name. It has 19 roller coasters, and it holds the world record for the most roller coasters in an amusement park, which I thought was Cedar Point in Ohio. So this is news to me.
Oh, wow. I thought so, too, yeah.
I thought that because they have a lot there.
Yeah.
In 2017, the park had an estimated 3.3 million visitors, ranking it 16th in attendance in North America amusement park. So here's a fascinating fact. Magic Mountain's proximity to downtown Los Angeles, where everything's filmed, has resulted in appearances in many motion pictures and TV shows. In 1983, it was the fictional Wally World for National Lampoon's Vacation, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
They used scenes from the Roller Coaster Revolution and the Roller Coaster Colossus, using fictional names for that film. On television, Magic Mountain was in the opening credits of the television series Step by Step.
I was just about to say, I bet it was in Step by Step, and then I saw that.
Other TV productions featuring Magic Mountain include NCIS, Entourage, Bionic Woman, The A-Team, Chips, Wonder Woman, Way Out Games, Knight Rider, Beverly Hills, 90210, Melrose Place, King of Queens, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Apparently, the band Kiss also filmed their acting debut 1978's made-for-TV Kiss Meets the Phantom television show.
Oh my god, the Phantom of the Park.
Yeah, the Phantom of the Park. And in 2000, the movie Space Cowboys with Donald Sutherland, it was filmed here. He's shown riding Viper and is portrayed as the designer when Clint Eastwood recruits him.
I wonder if, I just had the show and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, also, we remember this from our childhood from watching it on the Brady Bunch.
That was what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't listed here, but
I was
that
gonna
episode
say, I bet the
where
Brady Bunch.
they call it Magic Mountain, so that episode where they go to Magic Mountain was filmed at Magic Mountain.
I wonder if Final Destination.
I wouldn't be surprised. Turns out when you need an amusement park, this is where you
just
film
go to
everything.
Magic Mountain. I can't believe they didn't list the Brady Bunch on there. It was 100% there.
Yeah, I think they even call it by name. Like, it's not even a fictional name at that point. It was just
straight up like Magic Mountain.
It's probably before, I think Six Flags bought it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, ABC goes and takes all their shows, and like every like sitcom that they have, at some point their family goes to Disneyland or Disney World.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Yeah.
Mostly Disneyland.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends on where the family's located, because there's been some that gone to Disney World too.
Yeah, well, Full House went to Disney World, I think.
Yeah, but then Modern Family went to Disneyland. So I guess.
But I feel like the Goldbergs went to Disney World because they were from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the middle went to
to
Disney World.
They did a road trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of
If you're
fun.
on an ABC show, you're pretty much gonna go to one of the Disney parks.
That might have to be like a future episode, like top 5.
Oh my
ABC
god, that would
shows
be a
that
good
went to
one.
Disney,
We should write that
yeah.
down.
I love roller coasters, and like I said, I thought Cedar Point had the most. It was on my roller coaster bucket list. Still is, but this might have to go on there as well.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the one called Goliath, which has an opening drop of 255 feet.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That's terrifying.
And apparently that the one Colossus is also very popular and used for a lot of films.
A lot of films and movies.
Who knew? So yeah, if you find yourself looking for some coasters or even just an extra amusement park while you're in Disneyland, Magic
Berry
Mountain.
Farm or Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
So, hopefully these choices were enjoyable for our listeners, and like we said, we would like to hear more about them if you know about them. We would love to hear any feedback that you have. What you like, what you don't like, what you'd put on your top 5 list of Anaheim attractions to pair with your next Disneyland trip.
Yeah, please feel free to leave us a comment on social media with your thoughts.
So thank you guys for listening.
And we'll see you real soon.